I was first introduced to Alan Seeger when I was in American literature class at Mount Lebanon High School a half a century ago. Um, Back then we had to choose various poems or prose that we read and then have to recite them to the teacher before or after class. And I always enjoyed that poem, I Have a Rendezvous with Death, and chose to memorize it and stand in front of Mrs. Davis in my senior year and recite it in front of her. The interesting thing is that a half a century later, I have danced with death a couple times, and because of that, Seeger's poem kind of has hit home to me personally. If you've had an experience of dancing with death and you don't know Alan Seeger, Pete Seeger is actually the nephew of Alan Seeger. So those two are in the same family. But Alan Seeger, if you have never read Alan Seeger's poem, it's in this article. But if you have danced with death and have not read the poem, read it because it will hit home to you also. Aside from that, probably most Americans don't know who Alan Seeger is. And in my estimation, he was a great and a very noble man who was willing to stand up to anything. That drive and that willingness to do that resulted in his death, a premature death. Interestingly, he died on July 4th in 1916. But read the poem and think about how that poem can affect your life today. In the meantime, you take care. Thanks for reading the article.